So we're still talking about short game on course right now. We're going to go over a little bit of game management with Kevin, something he can do to kind of help out his short game. Doesn't have a ton of time to practice, so it's important to keep things simple for Kev. This is a shot that I've seen him have on the golf course a lot, and certainly something you get out here like we were talking about earlier. Pretty straightforward, but one of those things where you really want to get the ball up and down. So a huge part of making this shot a success with Kevin is going to be selecting the right club. Typically around the greens like this, you might see a player take a 52-degree wedge, or even maybe an 8-iron, and that's what we're going to do with Kevin here. So he's got his 8 in the hand, and we're going to work this almost just like a putting stroke. Keep things really, really simple, keep things easy, and simplicity is kind of the name of the game for him. So why don't you hit one for me, Kev? Right on the lip there. Hit one more, and we'll just talk about kind of the 2 shots that you've just hit. So that first ball he hit was great contact on both the club and the ground, and the club and the ball. The second one wasn't nearly as crisp. I think we'll be able to see that pretty clearly on the video, but if you look at the difference between these 2 shots, the one that he hit great's right next to the hole, and that's wonderful, but the one that he really didn't clip that well is about 3 feet straight up the hill for par. So one of those things where the old expression, your worst putt is better than your best chip, applies here too when you're talking about moving down in loft and when you get the ball rolling. So good work there, Kev. Okay guys, we're on the 7th hole here at Lonnie Pool. Sorry for the highway noise, but this is a great place to talk about kind of strategy, course management, visualization. Right now Kevin has a pretty obvious choice off the tee box for him. You can see that bunker kind of down left in the distance. We measured it, it's only 270 to carry, so Kev's got plenty of gas for that. You might even have to watch out for that bunker on the right, but for now I'm going to ask you, kind of pick your target out there, and we'll watch you hit one.
Yeah, I'm just going kind of where that right bunker is. There's like some wooden posts that kind of control where the carts drive. So I'm going right at that right now. Just try and give it a good smack.
Perfect. Still going to focus on some of the other things we talked about. Kevin's going to be conscious of his alignment here, but now that he's over the ball, he's in the play box, he's just worried about making a good swing. So see what he does. That was a beauty. Okay guys, this is we're still on the 7th hole after Kevin's drive. You can see he made it over the bunker pretty handily. So this is obviously a 2-shot hole for somebody as long as Kevin. We've got, let's see what that says, about maybe $185 to the middle. Wind's a little bit up. The lie looks pretty good. Dormant grass out here at Lonnie.
A little choppy.
A little choppy. What are you thinking, Kev?
I'm gonna give her a smooth 6. Pins all the way back. Greens are soft. I'm just gonna try and into the wind, just kind of hit a solid 6 to the kind of back third of the green. And
awesome.
See what happens. So
one thing Kevin and I were talking about as we came up here, you can see he's got a few trees kind of right in front of him there. I don't know if they're necessarily on his line or not, so we're going to focus on really picking a good target and making sure that we're committed to the shot, not letting what's in front of us kind of interrupt the shot or bother him at all. So stay focused, make sure.
Thinking box and my execution box.
There it is. He's in the execution box, folks. Welcome to the show.